Hey there. If you don't know me, I'm Edie. I do tarot readings for fun. If you're not into that type of thing, this is your chance to skip on through. Otherwise, if you're still here, the reading might be for you. All right. So, felt the pull to pull from my True Sight Oracle deck. Oh shit, it's tumbling over. And I don't know. This reading feels different because there's like a vibe to this reading, which I usually don't get. I just kind of go into shit blind. But it's like I'm getting a fighting feeling. And at the bottom of the deck, what we don't see is Constitution reverse, which to me talks about weak health. But then underneath that was a nat 20. And I get there's someone that came up against you that is now in bad health, and you were just on a fucking critical roll. So that's the vibe I got with that. I took a peek before I started recording, so I was curious. But yeah, anyway, I hope you're all doing well. My foot is not broken anymore. Yay. So it's been not broken for like 3 weeks. I went back to the gym and I feel so much better. Oh my god. Somebody took a gamble against you. Dice in reverse. It usually talks to me like gambling and chance. In reverse, did not pan out. it just shit did not pan out. Ooh, wisdom. Because you were too wise for them. It's like you've seen clarity in the situation. I don't know why they thought it'd be a good idea to come up against you. You went up against a group and you fucking annihilated them with a total party kill. Fucking annihilated them. That's why you're on a fucking roll. And I feel like you kicked like this group's ass. I'm not like you did it because you're wise as fuck. Like I get that for sure with the nat 20 and then the wisdom card. But you took care of them, and you were damn. You got some serious protection. Armor class. Got some serious protection. Your spirit team don't fuck around with you. If this group, if I'm talking about a coven, some sort of like little group that does witchcraft, they threw like sickness spells on you, and you're very protected, and that's just kind of bouncing back and hitting them. So these weakness spells, these illness spells. Wow. Apparently, like STD spells like backfired. Like, Jesus. People amaze me, but not in the good way, you know? That's how I feel. Anyway. And their fantasy their fantasy was to destroy you with dragons. Dragons talks about fantasy. That did not come true. They are in a fucking nightmare. I'm getting demons with the dragons. Also, could be if you work with dragons, the dragons are like, they're just not showing any mercy. They're just ripping it apart. This coven wasn't smart. Yeah, no, they took this gamble. They were, I guess when they did it, they thought they were really confident. Disengage, they want to disengage. They're like trying to like backpedal. So my cat was laying on the keyboard and fucked with the recording, so I don't know exactly where we left off. He's not sorry about it at all. He's not sorry. He's chilling over. He's over here. You can kind of see his tail. He's just like I didn't realize I was like talking and saw him and saw the recording thing freak out. But I was like, so hopefully I didn't. Hopefully I caught this shit fast. But as I was saying, was this group? You got oh god. Okay, I didn't go through that far. I only went through like here, but I went through further when I did this live, and so okay, so you're very wise, and this group that came against you, you annihilated them. I feel like spiritually you kicked their ass. You're very protected. Your spirit team does not fuck around with you at all. This fantasy that had coming up against you to take you down did not go through. And if you work with like dragons and like astral beings, they're just going to town. They're going to town. If you work with dragons, you are very protected by the dragons. If this resonates, um, yeah, they're getting fucked up. In this group, I pulled in. This is when I stopped. This group wants to disengage. I feel like this is spiritual warfare. They want to back out. They want to leave now. They want to retreat. So I was flipping through when I was going through the recordings. I didn't know where we left off, so I just kind of talked real quickly. I caught up with the PC side. This group cannot concentrate. The dungeon, the trap that they set for you, you conquered it, and you are balanced with ritual cast. Ritual cast is kind of like the temperance card in this deck. You have balance. In difficult terrain, you overcame it. Proficiency in reverse, fucking nat 1. Animal handling, yep. So these people were really cocky coming up against you, but when they rolled the dice, when they went up against you, they rolled a fucking nat 1. Yeah, they just got their asses kicked. This is more so spiritually. I'm not sure. This doesn't feel like work or friend. It just feels like this is like a spiritual thing with like a coven. I'm just like letting it out there. Animal handling talks about kind of, hold on, let me see what that's about. So animal instincts I view as like primal instincts. You kind of have that in check. Like you don't immediately act out. You like have a control of like your raw, unlike filtered emotions. Like the best way to describe that. You have a good handling on how to encapsulate them and channel them properly out. That's why I go animal handling. These people were not a. You're not worried. Encumbered in reverse. You're not worried about these people. These people don't bear any weight to you. You like you're not carrying their burdens. You are free from them, and they are just a part of your history. They're part of your history. They can't affect your future, but they were a part of your past, and they're gonna stay in the past. Disengage though, but yeah, they want to disengage. Disengage, sleight of hand, dash, athletics, dexterity. Okay. So disengage, I get they're trying to retreat, but you got sleight of hand, which means sleight of hand for me is like a master of many tricks, but also very sly and capable of like just trickery. You're just like you're tricky. You kind of like, I mean, you kind of know how to play people. I don't know how else to describe that. You just have a good idea of how to, you know what can make a person tick, basically, and use that to your advantage if you choose to do so. They're trying to run away, but I got athletics. You're not. You got the athletics and the dexterity. They're trying to get away, but I just feel like they can't. They can't. It just feels like it's not that you're like going after them. It just feels like a spirit team is not letting shit go. It's just, that's the best way to describe it. Like the spirit team is just kind of giving the all out because you cut these individuals out, which means they're not under your protection of your umbrella of protection, and they're freaking out about that. Disadvantage in reverse, and I have advantage upright. They thought they had you at a disadvantage, but you had the advantage all along. They never had an advantage over you. Yeah, when you feel out of balance, saving throw in nature, go to nature and just kind of retreat and like recharge. feel like nature spirits are also kind of protecting and also enacting some stuff. Survival and religion in reverse. I get whoever spirit team that whoever came attacked you with a spirit team, that shit is not. They're not. Their team has forsaken them and is not helping them out. And I just feel with survival in reverse, it's like some of them that went up against you that dealt with these, whatever entities and deities they went to that were dark, and they try to cast a bunch of. I'm hearing like still. We went over into the spells, but over here like death magic as well too. They're just not protected from that, and some of them are not going to survive. With survival in reverse, they're just not going to survive, and their religion is not going to save them. Because technically their religion got them into this mess. Persuasion and true sight. Look at what persuasion is. I feel like I know, but I compromise agreement. All right. Okay. So persuasion and true sight. These people want to strike a deal with you. They want to not deal with their karma. It just feels like you can see through them. But they definitely want to come to some sort of compromise with you about trying to ease the karma they built for themselves. You have true sight. You see through. It's like, I don't think if they tried coming in with a deal of some sort, I feel like you're not gonna take it. The people who like casted this shit upon you, I feel like you're not gonna take their deal. I just feel like you're gonna see through them. Yeah, because their whole life is out of balance with acrobats. This is my Two of Pentacles card. They're completely out of balance. They're fallen. Alright. Is there anything else? This feels like a spiritual warfare reading. Anything else? Difficult terrain. This could be some rough road ahead. Yeah, the people who gambled against you, they're gonna go through a rough time. Difficult terrain. They're gonna go through a really rough patch. I don't know for how long. But it's not pretty. In medicine, just keep on healing from these individuals, these energies. They are trying to infiltrate your energy. Just cleanse and protect yourself. Cutting them out was the first good step. It's retain that cutoff game. These people are in a delusion of their own making with true sight in reverse. They can't. It's like they can't see why this is happening to them. I feel like they don't want to acknowledge why it's happening to them. I think they know, but it's like they don't want to admit. Oh shit, that scared me. My desk moves up and down. Okay. I think that'll be the reading. A short reading. Very short reading. Alright, take care of yourself spiritually, mentally, physically. Know they love you. Bye.